Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on the Space Catch State, it's now time for part 17 of my Star Wars book collection. This focuses on the more recent novels I have acquired. So first of all is this, Aftermath by Chuck Wendig. Obviously, we've reviewed this already. I absolutely loved it, thought it was brilliant. Didn't have any of the problems that other people had with the writing style, to be honest. I just didn't notice it. Like, once I was into it, I was into it. All about what happened after the Battle of Endor, leading up to the Battle of Jakku. Thoroughly recommended. Can't wait to get Life Debt and Empire's End in due course. Next is this, Heir to the Jedi. I've started reading this on the bus home. I got up to there. How many pages in it am I? 13 pages. Really like this. All about Luke Skywalker. And it's written from his perspective. So a lot of these books have all been written in different styles. So the Chuck Wendig, I think that's in second person. This is from Luke Skywalker's perspective, all that sort of thing. So this, Luke Skywalker scored a game-changing victory for the Rebel Alliance by destroying the Death Star. So who better to execute a daring new offensive against the Empire? The mission, liberate a brilliant Imperial codebreaker who's fallen into Imperial hands before her captors can exploit her talents for their own sinister purposes. This reminds me a bit of that Han Solo, it wasn't Moving Target, the Smugglers one. I can't remember what that was called now. So, challenged by the Empire's ruthless agents, death-dealing enemy battleships, merciless bounty hunters and monstrous brain-eating parasites, Luke plunges into the high-stakes operation, and his abilities as a rebel fighter and would-be Jedi are pushed to the limit. If ever he needed the wisdom of Obi-Wan Kenobi to guide him, it's now. But Luke will have to rely on himself, his friends, and his own burgeoning relationship with the Force to survive. This is set just after A New Hope. Pretty good so far. Not much has happened. He's essentially left the Rebel fleet with R2 in a starship to try and set up some smuggler contacts. Akbar's not happy about it. In the old canon as well, he was not happy with smugglers. He hated them. Good to see that's carried over into the new canon. Next is this, Dark Disciple by Christy Golden. Asajj Ventress and Quinlan Vos. I love Asajj Ventress. She is brilliant. Absolutely fantastic character. So, the only way to bring down the Sith's most dangerous warrior may be to join forces with the dark side. In the war for control of the galaxy between the armies of the dark side and the Republic, former Jedi Master turned ruthless Sith Lord Count Dooku has grown ever more brutal in his tactics. And when he orders the massacre of helpless refugees, the Jedi Council can see no alternative but to take drastic action, targeting the Empire's most cold-blooded discipline for assassination. Empire, I think that's a typo, don't you? Because it was still the Republic, I guess, at that point. But Dooku is dangerous prey, so the Council decides to bring both sides of the Force to bear, teaming brash Jedi Knight Quinlan Vos with infamous ex-Sith acolyte Asajj Ventress. Though Jedi distrust for the cunning killer who once served Dooku still runs deep, Ventress's hatred for her former master runs deeper. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Determined to have vengeance and let go of her Sith past, Ventress must balance her growing feelings for Vos with the fury of her warrior's spirit, and resolves to claim victory on all fronts. It is a vow that will be mercilessly tested by her deadly enemy and her own doubt. Oh, I wonder what Kenobi will have to say about that as she's falling in love with someone else who's not going to be happy. Or maybe he'll just be relieved. So yes, I've heard this is really, really good. And I'd say loved Asajj Ventress. So very much looking forward to this. And finally, we have this, Tarkin by James Luceno, who obviously he wrote Darth Plagueis, and I believe he also wrote the... it was the Catalyst. I thought it was that or the Rogue One novelization, but that was Alexander Freed. So, let's see what this is about. About Tarkin, you know what it's about. Groomed by the ruthless politician and Sith Lord who would be Emperor, Governor Wilhuff Tarkin rises through the Imperial ranks, enforcing his authority mercilessly while pursuing his destiny as the architect of absolute dominion. Under Tarkin's guidance, an ultimate weapon of unparalleled destruction moves ever closer to becoming a terrifying reality. But insurgency remains a genuine threat. Guerrilla attacks by an elusive band of freedom fighters must be countered with swift and brutal action. a mission the Emperor trusts to his most formidable agents, Darth Vader, the fearsome new Sith enforcer, and Tarkin, whose tactical cunning and cold-blooded efficiency will pave the way for the Empire's supremacy and its enemies' extinction. Yes, looking forward to that. I'm sure this is probably going to be really depressing, given how evil Tarkin is, but really looking forward to it. So yes, that is just what I've picked up recently, additions to my Star Wars book collection. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I do. Obviously, there will be reviews of all of those in due course, although obviously Aftermath we've already looked at. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.